Anakin Beats.
Hello and welcome to Can't Smash, your unlicensed, unofficial PlayStation channel. Today I want to talk about the Resident Evil 2 remake and why it is the most perfect video game of all time, and for me, the best of the series. I know it's controversial to say it's the best of the series, but my standpoint on this is a way to integrate newbies to the franchise. If you haven't played Resident Evil before and you want to start the series before RE Village drops, this should be your first experience in the series because it is flawless. Honestly, I don't think I've had as much fun playing a video game as I have playing this in the last few years. To break down why this game is elite status, let's firstly look at the story. So starting with this, let's be clear, it's not going to win an Oscar, but damn, it's just so simple. You got Leon and Claire, two heroes of the story, each with their own campaign, arrive into Raccoon City and notice that it's pretty much overrun with the undead. As a result, the story focuses on those two characters trying to survive the night whilst also working out what the hell is going on and doing something to just help. The simplicity of it is what makes it special. There's not an awful lot to overcomplicate, and really you just need to navigate your way through the game with this overarching goal of survival. This leads us nicely to talk about the characters, so it's hard to argue there are better characters than Leon and Claire in the series. For me, they carry more of a personality than Jill, Chris, and definitely more than Ethan, although I get what they were trying to do there. Leon brings a certain charm to his character as a young, naive rookie, both trying to make a difference whilst also absolutely terrified at the sights around him. I found them both much more relatable than Jill or Chris, as those two are more hardened veterans who know what they're doing, they get the job done, but they're not how I'd be in a zombie war zone like this. Similarly, Claire is a breath of fresh air as a badass looking for her brother. I love the way that we all know how cool Chris is, but Claire is the one looking for him in this zombie outbreak, because she's a roughneck as well and she knows how to handle herself. Like Leon, she doesn't really know what she's doing, but just that she needs to survive and do the right thing, even befriending Sherry along the way and trying to help her as much as she can. The next bit, and honestly why this game is perfection in my eyes, let's talk gameplay. So RE2 was released just after the masterpiece that was Resident Evil 7, which was a first person game, and honestly, although it was fantastic for immersion and horror, it did begin to feel like a first-person shooter when we got to the last act. And on top of that, the enemies in RE7 were so plastic. The mold creatures that really weren't scary in the slightest, or original in any way, shape or form. However, this is where RE2 really capitalised and showed its sheer excellence. First off, the camera is third person, and the player moves very slowly and very rigidly throughout the game, giving you a seeming lack of freedom like the originals did, whilst also giving you time to acknowledge your surroundings and appreciate the beauty of the environments. Of course, said beauty got scary real quick when you factor in that this game presents us with the best looking zombies of all time in any game or even any media. Not even The Last of Us 2 and its infected come close to the horror of these bad boys. Forget the boring mold of RE7. Welcome to the zombies of the Resident Evil 2 remake. They're excellent because of their bullet sponge, relentless slow walk that they do. You can actually see the pain they're going through in their faces, and they're genuinely terrifying. Especially if they get you cornered, it is bloody nerve-wracking. It's crazy as well that they be so scary given how slow they are. Not to mention, when you've shot one down, they do randomly get back up again if you come back to them, which can really scare the crap out of you if you haven't experienced it before. So yes, Capcom put a lot of effort into the normal enemies this time round, and it shows. This was replicated in RE3, but honestly that game just misses the mark for me, as it's more of an action-packed adventure than this is. To add to the wonderful enemies, Resident Evil is known for its excellent puzzle play, and this game doesn't shy away from it. The puzzles are never too hard that you can't do them, but they're always a decent challenge and they do make you think, which is bloody brilliant when you're faced with all these zombies and everything and you actually have to use your brain to navigate your way around. This is incorporated beautifully into gameplay and honestly, it's just a testament to what Capcom have done with the Resident Evil series. My last point, and probably what I think is the biggest point for me, by the way, let me know in the comments what you think as well, because I'd love to know. But yes, my biggest point and why I think this game is nothing shy of perfection is Mr. X. Damn, did they nail his character down. You know, I couldn't care less about his story, his background, but damn, I've never in my life played a video game walking through an entire section in pure fear of being caught. I kid you not, I didn't fire a single bullet and I just walked for about an hour trying to do my tasks and get everything done. I was genuinely scared to make noise in case Mr. X heard and chased me down. For those of you who don't know, Mr. X is essentially a tyrant, basically a big bad guy who you can't kill, and he just pursues you for quite a long period during the game. He literally does not stop coming for you, and he actually listens out for you. It's mad. It's mad. I love the fact you can hear him walking wherever he is, whether it's upstairs, downstairs, or just outside the room. And the developers actually made it so that he does genuinely walk around the facility looking for you. It's not just that he just randomly appears wherever you are, he actually looks for you. And they make it so that he actually stands and tries to listen if he can't hear you. Rest assured, you start shooting or run too much, he comes knocking, and when he does, it's a whooping you're gonna get. Honestly, it's mad. Like, look at this bit. I could hear him, and I knew he's coming through that door. Even though I'd played this game before, and I wanted to capture it for this video, I was still scared. I was like, when's he gonna come through that door, bro? I know I've got this shotgun, but when is he coming? And thank God I had the shotgun. Yeah, I only had one bullet left, but still. Damn. Is scary as hell.
Better get moving.
Even though I love this game and I've called it perfection, no game is complete without its drawbacks, and RE2 does have them, although very minor, I'd say, very, very minor. The first of the game is short. It's not the longest game in the world, although my argument here is that it's very replayable with the survivor modes and the fact that you have 2 playthroughs, one with Leon and one with Claire. And this segues nicely to the second drawback, and that is that the stories don't align properly. I think it would have been even better if they just had different events happen to both characters, rather than their events happen in some kind of parallel universe as it appears. Anyway, those 2 points are really minor for me, and I honestly don't think they take away from the perfect display on offer from Capcom. Like, bro, I'm nitpicking with those 2 bits, man. I'm nitpicking, like, it's fine. I do have a question though, and I'm hesitant to ask because the last time I asked, the question was stupid and I got killed for it in the comment section. But I'm gonna ask anyway. So, if being bitten infects you, why the hell is it that Claire and Leon get bitten numerous times throughout the campaign? I mean, albeit during gameplay and when you're not doing very well. But why are they never infected? Let me know in the comments, am I just being thick or is there a reason for this? So let me know down in the comments, alright? Anyway, if you liked the video, then drop a like, and if you really liked the video, just a reminder that I'm a super small channel, and most of YouTube doesn't even know I exist. So hit that subscribe button, because we're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. See ya!